petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite ladies back with another spooky episode. It's your girl Tina Turner coming out the set. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Michelle, aka Shelly Bear.
Hey everyone, it's Just Nick checking in, the Fallen Fairy.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Champagne Chris, aka Hermione Granger today.
Ooh, hitting us with some black girl
Magic. Period.
Welcome to episode with us. This is our Halloween edition. Y'all all are cute.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm feeling it.
Thanks.
Do y'all actually have any big Halloween plans? Y'all, what are y'all gonna be on actual Halloween?
You know what? I want to be the Cookie Monster.
That'd be cute.
It is actual Halloween. I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
actually, no, I know.
No. Yeah, low key.
Oh, yeah, low key, because this is
I'll be
probably gonna
this.
dry. But I know the costume I want to do. I'll let y'all see.
Okay.
It's like a concept
doubling up?
costume. Yeah, I need to buy the stuff for it though. But
I was gonna walk through Spirit and see what I like.
You're not
what's
going to tell
left.
us, Michelle?
no,
Okay.
because I want to be able. I want y'all to guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want to get discouraged. 'Cause I told two people about it and their energy. I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm not telling anybody else. Because if I get one more blank stare, I'm not going to want to do it.
Yeah. No, you know what's crazy though? I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, Halloween is tea. Our parents was literally
No.
hindering us from dressing up and having fun. Like, Halloween is low-key tea. Like, what?
But it's more fun as an adult.
It is.
It's
I mean,
you can
more
like
fun
be
as an
something
adult.
else and it like
Yeah.
actually be, cool.
Especially like when people are having like Halloween parties and stuff like that. It's fun.
I
And
feel
you
like-
go dressed up.
Yeah, I feel like the older you get, like more people have like house parties and like gatherings and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like it's not, centered around like going out to like a club or something.
Yes.
People always have like house parties, so that's the fun part.
But in our parents' defense, I do think, walking around at night and knocking on strangers' doors is a bit of a crazy
Oh,
concept.
yeah, it's definitely spooky.
Were y'all allowed to trick or treat growing up?
No.
Oh,
I was.
Really?
yeah, I was too.
Yeah, I went with my sisters and my mom and
Oh,
You was too, Nick? I mean, Michelle?
Yeah, I used to go with my brothers,
Really?
and then I was starting
And
going
your
with my girlfriends.
Parents
yeah.
allowed it?
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as I was with my brothers. I remember we used to, it's so crazy because I'm the only girl. And so we would go with backpacks and like they would take like duffel bags and y'all, we would have candy for like months. But our parents would like take it all and like give
Go
it
through
to
the
us,
candy. Yeah.
But you know what the crazy part
Wow.
is like, I was talking with someone about this the other day and they're like, how do you like your neighborhood? How do you like your neighbors? And I'm like, neighborhoods are different nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like back then, like my parents really knew
Yeah.
everybody, like
Around you.
at least a couple streets in a radius. You know what I'm saying? I know.
You don't know the person left and the right.
I
and
know
it.
that's exactly it. Left,
Yeah.
right, the
Yeah.
two people behind me.
I mean-
but people are really not as friendly anymore.
Also, there's not a lot of like I want to say like kids because the reason why I feel like my parents like knew our neighbors very well because a lot of the kids we all were in the grades together, so we ride the school bus, walk home from school, so parents got acquainted with each other like that way. So
I think it's just the climate too. Like
Yeah.
people
just to themselves.
People just mind their business. Or, I mean, they should.
They should.
Like, it's more, because it's like, I don't know, but that's also it's like, there's not any community anymore.
yeah, and like
Exactly.
people I noticed no block parties anymore.
Bro, I remember like if I would walk home and let's say my parents weren't home, I would just go to my neighbor's house and
Yeah.
wait till my mom gets home.
Yeah.
And now it's like I would dare not tell my kids to do that.
Yeah.
Like stay where you're at until I come.
Yeah,
like
right.
I just would. I don't know if I would trust it. I don't know. Just
Like yeah, you're right. Like my parents like were really cool with like at least like 4 of our neighbors.
yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah.
Okay. So I do have a question for you. It's just a random question, just to kind of break the ice. So, what's the most outrageous thing you've ever done to impress somebody?
oh, to impress them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
I don't think I've done anything outrageous.
Yeah.
Outrageous is a big word. It's a big word for Elmo. But no, I don't think I've ever done anything outrageous. I've definitely tried to like play it like I'm some okay, hold on. Let me just like maybe play it like I'm into something more than I am.
Yeah.
Like as a girl, like you try to be into sports and it's like you really could give a fuck less. Like
yeah.
maybe some shit like that, but never like die hard.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think I have Probably like fucked up my schedule the next day, like trying to like
be on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no, you got to be up in the morning.
No, I gotta be up in the morning. Gotta be at work. Gotta do X, Y, and Z. And it's like I'm up underneath them, trying to impress them, trying to be around them. And it's like, no, actually, I am not a soft girl. I work.
I remember.
Gotta take care of myself.
So I was like, this is like when I first met someone, it was their birthday, and I was like, oh my God, like, you know, I like, we went in like paint with a twist, and I was like, okay, you know what, let me show off my kitchen skills. So I was like, let me make their favorite dish, and y'all, like, the way I burnt that pot,
oh my God,
it was so bad. Like, I literally was like, okay, all of a sudden, I hear smoke, and like, I smell smoke, and I'm like, and I burnt their favorite dish, and like, after that, they're like, she don't know her way around the kitchen. Which I do, but it's like I just don't cook that like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
where did this concept come from where everything's cooked on high? Like, I feel like
I don't know what
that's
you're talking
me.
about.
I cook on high. It's supposed to be medium.
Everything.
I don't cook anything on high, to be honest.
Yeah,
and I feel like so many people cook things on high, and I'm like, this is actually the way it's not. Like, we can't get to like a 5, 6, 10.
Yeah, no, I don't cook anything on high.
Everything's on high water.
Yeah, basically.
But I think it's also like electric stoves. Sometimes you have to watch them because, especially growing up with a gas stove, I'm used to being able to turn it down.
Yeah,
and it heats reduced immediately. You put something on high on an electric stove, you gotta move it off that burner. Still on high.
You gotta move it off the burner.
You know what I mean? So like, it's really sometimes it be the stoves because you can't cook the same thing on different stoves.
I think I have a gas stove. I think it's a little overhyped. At least cleaning
really?
wise.
Oh, of course.
Oh, cleaning wise for sure.
Cleaning wise, it's actually the biggest hassle to ever clean.
Yeah, and I remember growing up, like when we first moved to our house, I remember my dad put foil. I was like, why is there foil on the thing? They're like, yeah, this protects the. I'm like, just leave it there. I never understood that.
Yeah,
like they put the foil. I never understood that.
And
like,
honestly, maybe it is something that would help.
But literally,
it's like because
it kept it clean. So it's like you just pick up and just change. Like
I have now I kind of upgraded a little bit, and I have like a cover.
Yeah. Okay,
I was gonna say I think they sell them now.
It's like a glow cover thing.
Yeah,
but it still gets it dirty.
What about you? Do you have anything outrageous?
You know what's crazy? As I asked that, and I'm thinking, I'm like, have I? I probably have, but I have time to think. I'm surprised that no one said like, you know, bought some food and pretended you cooked it. I've never done that. But I've seen stuff like that.
I feel like they would know.
Yeah. Immediately.
Man,
I know what store-bought food smells. I think it tastes like
a restaurant bought food.
It just has that taste. It don't taste fresh.
I don't know. Oh, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and jump into our motel. So this is from one of our listeners. It is titled "Am I Crazy?" ?
No.
Hey y'all. Okay, this is a long story. Sorry. So I started talking to this guy around August 30th. We met on Tinder and I went over. We had a couple drinks together. Yes, we did have sex that night. I stayed with him the next 2 days. We slept skin to skin. He got me food. We hung out and everything. After that, we started talking more. I went and stayed more and he was always asking to see me. I always wanted to see him. He was very open and very nice. A sweet guy. Never let me open the door or anything. Like very supportive and just a sweet guy all around. Okay, so boom. One day he went MIA. I didn't talk to him for 24 hours. And then when we did talk, he told me he had stuff going on, quote unquote. He never explained what he had going on during the moment. He finally came over Monday and he told me he went to jail and showed me the proof and it was for a speeding ticket. Okay, after that things started going downhill badly. We started talking less. I would call, blow his phone up, go knock on his door and everything. One night, I even knocked on his door and he was in his room and I'm knocking on the door. He wouldn't let me in because he thought I was somebody else. We started talking less. He went MIA again and told me he had stuff going on in his life and he wouldn't want to drag me along. And he's sorry that he did, but he fell hard for me. I told him I understood and whenever shit cools down or get better, we can talk. He's been coming and going. We've had a couple personal situations that happened recently. We both agreed on the situation. After the situation appointment, he hasn't talked to me, hasn't checked up on me or anything when we did that shit together. I haven't talked to him since October 4th for real. So what do? Do I reach out to him? I mean, I know it's delusional, but he told me I love you, which is very much fucking love bombing. Yeah. And I'm very aware that I deserve better but in a situation like this, I don't know what to do because I went through something so emotional and mentally broke me, and he couldn't even be there after this shit to check up on me. He always was there with me during a very traumatic event in my life and never left my side. And I mean, he did everything in his power to handle the situation and make sure I was okay. So is he a bad guy? Like, or is he genuinely going through something? Please help. What do y'all think?
Girl, I mean, you already know what we're gonna say.
Literally.
But I will say that we're all going through. I'm going through shit. She going through. Everyone's going through shit. I don't think going through things is ever an excuse to be a bad person.
Yep.
And he sounds like a bad person.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that's
he sounds
just
like a
not even like
He sounds like
he's not even being bad to you. He sounds like a bad person.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he's facing legal trouble and he doesn't know how to disclose that information to you. And even the way he's living his life, it's like you went over there knocking the door. He thought you were someone else. To me,
Yeah, like, who did you think I was?
So I don't understand that.
oh, is
to
that
me.
what you thought that was?
Yeah, because like
Either another girl or you
That's
thought it
not-
was
he thought
legal.
that was the
trouble.
police.
But,
I thought
it was another girl.
even if you thought it was another girl, it's still weird.
it's
like
still very weird to. I see. Wow, I didn't even go there. Cause I'm like, why did you not over there thinking it's somebody else? Like, are you hiding from someone?
Yeah.
But also too, going. I mean, yeah. I don't think there's ever like a good excuse to like go ghost and like, oh, I have a lot going on. To me, like,
Yeah.
what do you have going on? Like, go into detail. Like, give me some clarity and understanding. So I don't think you're crazy. Like, honestly, like you're human. You have feelings. Like, these are natural emotions, but he is a bad person, like Michelle said, unfortunately. And like, that's just what it is. And like, I know you went through something like, that broke you mentally, but honestly, you have to like focus back into yourself and not worry so much about him because obviously he's really not worried about anybody but himself, so that's
She
just
didn't say
telling.
what it was she went through, did she?
I mean, I think it was implied.
Yeah.
And so if it's implied what I think it is, I do think that he's very much so a fucked up person.
What do you
Yeah.
think it is?
to not be checking up on you, so it's like during that situation, like y'all went through that together, and like you said, y'all handled it together, and I feel like you're right, it is an emotional thing to go through, so why would you need to go through that alone? So I think that whenever you have these like very telling times going on in your life and people show you that they're not going to be there for you, it's very apparent that that's going to be a pattern forever.
Yeah.
So even if y'all were to be together for the next year, let's say that something else happens that, you need support, you need someone to be by your side, more than likely he's probably not going to be there. So I don't know if that's really someone that you want to be with long term, to be honest with you. I think he showed you his true colors. Even if he is going through things like what Michelle said, doesn't give him a right to be a bad person to you. Like,
especially during a difficult time. I'm a wholehearted believer in how a person treats you like in a very tough time, or if you experience like death or like tragedy, anything that's just like traumatic, how someone treats you, it just says a lot about themselves and how they feel about you in their life. And so do with that information what you will, but like that's just what it is. And like that's life. And like it sucks when we find out that the person like we really care about is a shitty person. It's tough to like actually like accept, but one day, take it day by day. One day you'll be able to like, look back at this and be like, you know what? Thank God I kept moving forward and I didn't let this like break me, so.
Did she say, if I'm not mistaken, like she slept with him like the first night?
yeah, like they like
And they
basically
just skin to skin.
They,
Oh,
yeah.
they met each other on Tinder, slept together that first night, and then like basically spent the weekend together.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. So that's like I feel like that's like what's that? A soul tie forming like immediately. Like
I feel like nothing good ever comes out of. Well, let me not say nothing, because there are some people who met their husband that way. But I feel like, I don't know. As for me, like the older I get, the more I'm sliding out of that do it for the plot shit. Like,
Right.
girl, like I don't
Definitely.
like. I get it. Like it's fun and exciting, but maybe moving forward, like you've learned your lesson, and it's not everybody that you just give your time and your body and your effort to, because
Right.
men are not good people. Some men are just not good people, like Exhibit A. So I mean, hopefully you just
Like it's so crazy. Like this is like, well, not. It's kind of on topic. I was saw someone sent me like this post from a forum, and are we dating this guy or whatever? And like a woman basically spent an entire weekend with a man, and literally Monday rolls around and like he blocks her, deletes her off everything, like literally erases his identity. Like, and she was like, went on the post, do y'all know who this is? Like this and that. Like we spent a whole weekend. He promised me this, like this and that. We're supposed to be moving forward in a relationship. And like, y'all, he completely like ghosted me. Like I can't find him anywhere. Like he doesn't exist anymore. And I was like, and like they slept together, did like it was actually crazy. I'm like, dang, like.
Did anybody know him?
And people were just like, girl, you know how people are. They were going in on her.
To be honest with you,
like they were going in on her.
Situations like that scare me because you know what goes to my head is
he's probably married or serial killer,
married
or dead,
or he has a STD that I can't get rid of, and he's just waiting for it to pop up, and then he's gone.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to go with the he's married, like, or
More than likely he probably
he's
is.
in something that like he
has no business doing what he's doing either way.
But to me, it's just like, that's kind of crazy, like to open up yourself to like a stranger and then like they just like leave you high and dry like that. That is
Has that ever happened to y'all?
Never.
No.
Yeah, that's
like someone erases their identity.
Well, like you are just, excuse me, like a plain sight ghost. Like it's just they don't exist. Like they just stop talking to you. You don't know why.
No,
I think I have. I'm trying to think. I feel like I've gone out on a date. And then the guy just stopped talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I think he unfollowed. Like I don't know. Yeah, I think he unfollowed me.
What happened on the date?
I don't know. I thought the date was cool, but I wasn't going to see him again because he wasn't really my type. So I wasn't really that worried about it. But then I was like, damn, not you ghosting me. Nigga, I don't want you.
Right.
Yeah. No, actually, I mean, it hasn't happened to me in that extent, but I have met, and you know what's crazy? This was freshman year. I don't know if you remember, Nikki, where I came back from like, I went out of town and I came back and I was like, oh, I met this guy. Yeah. And like, we just stopped talking. Like, it was so crazy. He was like, oh my gosh, like I met my wife. Yeah. This and da-da-da. Like, oh, I'm, you're my type. Like this, da-da-da-da. When I got back, nothing. And I was like,
really?
To be fair, it wasn't gonna work. Like we were bar, but I never like, for me, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, my husband. It was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like he's cute. But then like that was the last time I heard from him, and I was
crazy.
like,
y'all, it's actually crazy because I don't want to say like it's ghosting, but like I actually like went on a date with someone, like it was a while back, like a long time ago, and like cool person, but like it never really like went anywhere because it wasn't going to like long distance, right? And literally like a few weeks ago, I found like he's on the news. He got picked up by ICE.
damn,
Like it's a big thing. And I was like, you're just scrolling.
Yeah,
I said, I know you fucking lying.
That's fucked up.
I'm like, what the heck, y'all? But like, it's crazy. It's like,
yeah,
it's crazy. I was just like, wait.
And I was gonna say it happened again. Yeah, do y'all remember when we went to Miami for, was it Afro Nation?
Yeah.
And do y'all remember that guy that was swatting people's hands away behind me? He was like the whole weekend, like, don't touch her, don't talk to her.
Crazy.
You like, I think he had a wife because I don't know.
No, they normally move like that.
Literally, because even Paulette was like, he is on you, and like literally the next Monday, he was just like. He was just acting funny. I was like, you know what? In my head, you have a wife.
Delete block.
Yeah, you're cooked. Like it was weird.
Literally,
very weird. Like
that's crazy.
I'm crying.
No, but sorry. Back to the mo.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, babe.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Like I said, you're not crazy.
No,
Your
not
feelings
crazy
are
at all.
valid.
I think that your feelings are very valid, and quite frankly, I'm not team him at all. So I wouldn't even want you to
continue pursuing him.
And don't be knocking on his door. Don't.
Please. Oh yeah.
I actually was gonna address it because I'm not gonna lie.
Don't do that.
Even because when you was like, well, if he doesn't know who's at the door, why wouldn't he open it? I don't care if
open my door.
If I looked through the peephole and saw your face out there, if you did not tell me you was coming to you knock on my door, I'm not opening it because I don't know what you're here for.
You could hear the in my life.
And I do think I'm sure that like because y'all had this quick start romance that it kind of led you to do some things I'm sure were out of your character, including like popping up and all these other things. But I will say in the future, you have to like take a step back in these moments and really start to assess some of these red flags that you're seeing. A lot of times like it can put you in a whirlspin where it's like you're in like this fight or flight mode to try and fix it. But it's like, I don't even think this is something that's even worth being fixed. I think the best parts of the relationship at this point were the beginning. Yeah. Like everything you've said since that one time where he randomly ended up in jail, it's been a dumpster fire. So like this is not even salvageable. You just have a lot of emotions. And since y'all went through so many like traumatic events, y'all almost trauma bonded. And I know right now it's like you're searching for that comfort that he gave you, especially in a moment with like what you're going through now. But I just suggest and recommend that you like find support and comfort in like close friends, family. Let them pour into you. Maybe share it with a close friend. I know you probably feel dumb, like no one goes through this, but we've all been in situations like this. This is literally just part of the dating experience and growing up, you know? So don't feel dumb. Don't feel played. Men just have the capacity to play you. And that's all that happens. We've all been played before. You're going to get used to the game. You're going to get better.
Yep. Absolutely.
Very well said.
Well, okay. Talking about the game. So I don't know if y'all have seen what's been going on with like Sweetie and like one of her. I don't know if it's like a friend or close associate, but basically there is this girl who has come out and said that she almost is like a high profile like madam, and she matches celebrities with like prostitutes, escorts, and stuff like that. And she said that she matched Sweetie with soccer player. What's his name? I don't even know the soccer player's name. But
you know what's
I
crazy?
don't even think it's celebrity. I think high profile people.
No,
like
it's
the rich people.
Well, like yeah,
but she's alluding to the fact that the guy she's with now, she was.
Is it in your mouth?
So yeah, so she's basically saying that Sweetie is involved in witchcraft. She is.
Oh, I missed the witchcraft allegations.
Yes, she says she does coke, witchcraft, and prostitution. So,
his name is Jaden Sancho.
I don't know why that name looked like it was familiar, but yes. Okay, so do y'all feel like a lot of girls are out here prostituting?
Absolutely, and not just celebrities.
Yes, you know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
You have to be careful because I actually recently, I was in a situation kind of like that. I didn't put myself in a situation, but I could kind of feel that it was happening. Someone had invited me to something. And they're like, I really want you to come, this and that. And I had just met the girl. I was like, okay, you don't want to come? Sure. But I was like, can you tell me more about the event? And instead of telling me like the event details, she kept telling me the people who are going to be attending. Like, oh, it's going to be a lot of high profile people. Oh, it's going to be a lot of rich guys going to be. And I'm just like, okay, what about the event? Like, what's it for? Kept like honing in on that. Now I don't want to come because I'm like, I don't know what party I'm going to. I'm not going for men. I'm going to have a good time. If men are there, that's cool. But this is weird. I started seeing little things. And when I see... It's going to sound so judgmental, but the women that were there, clearly it's giving like someone was, and she was instructed to bring girls. That's what it gave.
Well,
yes, like,
and you have to be careful with things like that too. Like it's so easy to fall into that whole like, not saying being a prostitute, but it's that realm of life because
it's more common than we think it is.
Honestly, that's what I said. Regular people are doing it. It's not just celebrities, but it's wild that celebrities are doing that, but regular people are doing like that's a normal thing. Like
it is a very normal thing. And like I said, like I've had experiences like that too, Michelle, but I feel like some of the experiences were like more upfront about it. They were definitely like, hey, like I have a rich friend, he wants to fly out X, Y, and Z. We're going here. Do you want to join? Like all expenses are gonna be paid. Yeah. Yada yada yada. I'm just like back in my head. Ain't nothing free in this life. Ain't nothing free. So what do I need to give up
literally
to go on this trip? And I started to think, I'm like, I feel like once you get into that life, it's so hard to get out of it. And then next thing you know, you're being dog walked. So or
next thing you know, you're being trafficked.
Yeah.
Okay. It's that. And that's another thing too. Like I know someone that experienced something where like it opened their eye to like, dang, like this is how people get trafficked. Like you get into situations like this and like for example, like familiar territory, and it's like, out of nowhere, it can go left. Yeah. And it's just like, at this point, everyone just needs to keep their eyes open, head on a swivel. And honestly, if it sounds too good to be true, run. Like things like that's not how life's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, and people know the right people to lure into that, So just,
do y'all feel like y'all have had people around y'all that are just around y'all to like maybe be around like the men that y'all are around, or even like kind of like how you said they want you around so that they can pull certain men?
Yes.
I'm not going
like my friends?
No.
like random, like strangers?
No, yes, I was just
like maybe like you meet like a new girl, like you meet like a new friend, and it's like you realize the friendship really isn't about you. It's more so like maybe what you can bring to them or what you are bringing to her.
Yeah. But they quickly disappear because they realize like nothing. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. So we don't like you can. I'm not gonna lie. The more you become self-aware, you can smell those people a mile away. Like you can tell when someone's just trying to be around you to like get like your influencer. Like be in the social settings that you're in. Like you can tell like people wear it on their sleeve. Like they're like so upfront.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So.
And I'm not gonna lie. Like just to tone it down a notch because it wasn't like to the extent of like what we've been discussing. But even like when I used to be like outside and going to the club, like those friends who only hang out with you because they know you can get into the like I don't have a problem with that, but it's like I don't know. I've had a couple situations where it's like, okay, you're trying to make me look stupid. Like, I don't like that. Or it's like you're just, okay, go to the door, go to do this. And I'm just like, girl, calm down. Like, I don't like, you want me to be we're either going to do this together. Yeah. Like, it's one damn one set, or we're not going to do it at all because I'm not this social butterfly. Like, I'm just have all this. Like, no, like, we're going to walk in together. We're going to try to finesse together. Or I'm not going to do it on my own.
I actually feel that because there are a lot of people who, you're right. It's like maybe they know that you are like, maybe
a hot girl?
No, maybe a little bit of a finesse queen, you know what I mean? Like you know how to finesse situations. And so they're around you like benefiting from the finesse, and it's like at some point you gotta start finessing too, sis.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be here putting my dignity on the line, and you want
I'm putting my dignity on the line.
And those people pushing for more. It's like you're not even like letting me lead, because there's some things where I'm just like, I'm actually uncomfortable. No, do it. So
it's
you
like,
do it.
what?
No.
So you do it.
No, literally,
I have a big story for that one.
I'm telling you, it'll be to the point where like you're damn near about to put me in danger.
It's like
in the face of having a good time, and it's like, to what extent?
And then also,
do y'all not want to see me tomorrow?
It's not even that too. Like in like when you like go out and like you see like the type of men they're trying to even do that behind. It's like this. Is it even? Do you see the value here? Like, I don't see what's worth doing this behind. Like,
I'll be honest with y'all. But I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of these men are tricking, and like, I mean, they may not
they're
look
tricking,
like,
and they're also tricking women into thinking that
they're tricking.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Because I'm not going. You know. Anyway, you know what? Anyway, because like, if we want to talk about tricking, niggas tricking.
Anyways, okay, let's talk about
headaches. Like
Tricks.
I'm just saying, like,
Crystal said she had a story.
You want to tell your story?
Do I want to tell that story? It's long, but like, long story short, like, that's what happened. Like, the girl thought that, like, I don't know. I guess out of the two, I was the more extroverted one, but I'm still very, very introverted. So it's like, out of the two, I'm probably just maybe a smidget more than her. And like, she was like, she wanted me to like, okay, you go first. You try to like, you know, go to this person. And it just left me in embarrassment. And literally, it just ruined my weekend. I was just like, bro, like, why? And I knew, I was like, no, I'm not comfortable. And like, she was like, just do it. I have to tell you off mic. But
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like
it just left me embarrassed. And I just,
right. I feel like when you do that, you look uncomfortable. Like, if you're like, feeling uncomfortable, you look uncomfortable.
You can't even sell it.
You can't.
I couldn't even sell it.
You're already accepting defeat.
And I did. I accepted defeat. I was like, okay, well, let's go home. It didn't work.
Honestly,
let's go home. Like,
and I'm so I'm good. I'm good for being like, I'll just go home, because like I'm not.
You know what's crazy? One thing that'll take me home is shame. I'm ending my night behind some shameful shit. I don't care. As soon as I'm embarrassed, I'm ready to go.
I'm out. Actually, I may not even alert the group. I'm gone, because it might take some time to convince y'all to leave too. So especially when you were strangers. Oh, I gotta go. Sorry.
Tucking my tail between my legs. I'm gone.
Out. It's never that serious for me.
All right, so I want to talk about.
But to answer your question, I do think okay, because we didn't really talk about it, but I'm not gonna lie, I do think the madam has some truth in what she's saying. I don't think she's lying. I do think that Sweetie owes her some money, allegedly. But and that's why she's out there, and she released a statement.
So we're suing her.
I know, but she released a statement a few days. I think yesterday or a few days ago, and like,
and Sweetie don't address shit.
Yeah, you know, but like I said, I feel like there's some truth in the mess.
I mean, I think that that's a certain extent for all of these like Instagram girlies. Like, they're like glorified escorts, you know, like they're gonna have a man that's taking care of them, tricking on them, whatever the case may be. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if this girl introduced her to the soccer player, whatever the case may be.
You want a finder's fee?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's the.
But I don't know if it's like a necessarily like Sweetie's in like an escort business.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then see, that's another thing. A lot of these celebrities are in that business. You just don't know. Like, you got to think about it. Like, certain people, for example, I'm not saying this is Sweetie's case, but a lot of people, if they're not really like producing things, and you're like, how are you still capable of, something's not making sense here. And also too, I'm not saying I condone like what's going on, but I'm just saying, like, if someone has a service that you partook in or partaken in, you need to pay them for it.
But sometimes it sounds like a hater, though.
Do I? That's what
a hater.
Sometimes it does.
Money.
You mad because he want to fuck with me for real?
That's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's what it sounds like. Sometimes, like, you know how some like. Key and point, you're around a certain friend. Let's say that you meet a guy and the guy ends up being the shit. And next thing you know, he's flying you here, he's buying you this, he's buying you that. And next thing you know, your friend was like, "Whoa, I was there, and I was the one who introduced y'all."
But see, and it's to me, it's different, because I feel like those are two different things. Like if you're dealing with, for example, like a madam, if like that's their line of bit, like
but I think that's what they're trying to say is she really a madam or is she a hater?
I don't think she really is a madam. I think
But
that
I
think
mean,
it's one of those.
do.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know people and you put me in contact with him. Now, is it a thing of you signed a contract of I'm getting an X, Y, and Z amount for every time he sleeps with me? I don't think it was that.
I wasn't necessarily speaking to that. Like in those situations where people are participating in that, like I'm not gonna lie, like that is what's involved with that. You do have to pay for that. Like if you want to be put with big time hitters, there are fees for that. There are people that will put you in with money and they're like, this is my fee. You have to pay that.
Like, this is the part, hold on. This
not
is the part
paying is not, I don't condone that. Like I'm sorry, like I don't, because it's like you're using a service and not like they put you where you're at. Like,
but see,
are they wrong?
This is the part that got confusing because in her statement she says that Saweetie got with him and then somehow convinced him not to pay her the money. So I'm just like, so then why are you having all the smoke for Saweetie and not him? If he's the one that owes her the money, how did Saweetie convince him not to pay? Is he not a grown ass man? I feel like a lot of it is just kind of like a reach. Like you're assuming that the reason he hasn't paid is because Saweetie's in his ear. You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of stuff she's saying is like so vague that it's like I don't know if Saweetie actually had actual wrongdoing.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, it kind of gives hater because again, it's like you mad that he fucking with her, he got money, like I don't know, and it's like again, what do you want, a finder's fee? Like, and here's the thing, like if she was a madam, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't have experience, but just dealing with women in general, some people are also not forthcoming about what they do. So if you're just telling me you have a lot of high profile people, and I happen to come to one of your parties and meet a high profile man, I don't owe you nothing.
Yeah.
I don't owe you anything. Did you tell me that this was a service that I was seeking out? Like, did I sign a contract? Like, what is?
And if not, should you not have got the money up front?
And that's the thing. It's like it doesn't sound like there's no contracts involved. So therefore, you're not really even running a legitimate business. So
that's not a legit business. Like that's the whole.
Prostitution actually is very legitimate. You can
in certain
states,
Utah and Nevada, I think, but outside of those, it's very much illegal.
I mean, what if they're there?
Well, legitimate in terms of like there's paperwork that
I'm saying there's
like
actually
high
paperwork.
profile, like you sign NDAs, like all kinds of paperwork that goes along with that. So it's like
where was Saweetie?
That's why
you don't have NDAs.
I feel like, but I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like streets, they don't do that.
Yeah, no, for
like
sure.
they don't do that.
Yeah,
just how, for example, like drug dealers.
it's like if you
you don't bring back my cut, I'm gonna come looking for you.
Well, drugs is
That's
so
what it
different.
is.
You won't pick up drugs.
Like you just
You pick up drugs, not pay for them.
Not pay for them.
No, like you pick up your cut and you're supposed to give them a certain percentage of what you're selling. If you're not giving them that, they're going to come look for you to get their money. I think that's the point I'm speaking towards. Like, I understand what y'all are saying and I agree with y'all, but that's what I'm speaking towards. That's what I'm talking about.
No, and I hear you, but I just think there wasn't enough that leads me to be like, Sweetie owes her money.
Yeah. Like, I think it's more so, we do understand, but in this case of Saweetie and what she said, I haven't seen anything like, I'm like, okay.
And I don't think we are.
You connected her to a rich nigga.
So
what do you want her to do?
Like break up with him?
Take your L. I'm sorry. Next time, if you are a madam, get the money up front.
Yeah, like
at least this is good promotion because you're good at what you do.
I guess
she got her a good one. I guess the nigga got money.
So let's talk about our good sis, Wendy.
Speaking of tricks.
So that's
trick yourself out your own position.
Out your own position.
So okay, so it was reported probably last week actually that it just came up with like a headline or like a mugshot, and it was saying, I think it's last Thursday, Wendy and Eddie, which is her husband. Wendy is a Real Housewife of Potomac cast member. They were arrested for insurance fraud. So I think last year they had a home invasion and they had reported that multiple things have been taken, jewelry, bags, et cetera, et cetera. So I guess throughout the following year, and they kept adding on to the claim that things were missing, which, I mean, I understand. Like, you don't know what you have sometimes until, things pop up. So throughout the year, from my understanding, is that they started to see Wendy with the jewelry that was reported missing.
Rookie mistake. Is it by force? You couldn't make that ring into an earring or something.
Yeah. So, and I think it was just along the lines of like $500,000 that was the insurance fraud, but they were hit with like 12 different felonies. So how are y'all feeling?
Oh, the 12 felonies is news to me.
Oh yeah. I think it's 12.
Yeah.
I thought it was 6. whatever.
Maybe.
I don't know, but
I know it's a lot.
I mean, I also want to just put a little bit more context on it for people who may not watch Housewives. So Wendy is, for starters, she's one of the first Nigerian Real Housewives. That's one Nigerian American Real Housewives. Her and her husband are both Nigerian. They have Nigerian kids. So like, I think from that community, she's been bigged up alone. Like the black people, the Nigerians, like everybody loves her just because of that. Two, she also she started the season really bigging up her accolades, like talking about all the degrees she has. She has multiple degrees. She was a professor at Johns Hopkins. Her husband is a lawyer. She was a part of several organizations. Like that's really was the foundation of who she
CNN
was. Like,
correspondent.
yeah, like exactly. Activist. Like she has a lot under her belt. So everybody has always looked at Wendy as like the posh, like almost looked up to her, like educated, almost looked up to her because it is refreshing to like, you're not just a housewife. You also have a job as well. You made a name for yourself versus like the housewife who was like, okay, you're just eating off your husband's money. So I think it was very refreshing to see that as a housewife in today's society. So I think even reading that, it's not like it's not no shade. Like if any other housewife is kind of just like, okay, on brand, respectfully. But with Wendy, it's more especially disappointing because like you have the educational backing to know better. Not to say that like education stops you from doing things like that, but it's just like you just know better.
But your husband's
your husband is a lawyer and you just know better. And so I've heard like two sides of the coin. Like her husband also has, in addition to him being an attorney, he has a cannabis business. Yeah. So I have heard that like, okay, now they're being targeted because he now has a black person has a successful cannabis business, and it's been able to build success off of the Real Housewives brand, like off of the name and like Wendy being in the limelight. Yeah. And so like people saying like, okay, you know what? Since there's a black man who's now doing cannabis, which has been illegal for so long, and you know he's making money, let's target them. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is like there's actual evidence. It was like they said they saw her wearing jewelry that was reported stolen. So I don't know. For me in particular, it's like I can't wrap my head around it. Like it's just like I'm just very like it's disappointing.
Did this happen to another Real Housewife?
It did, but
there were allegations but never confirmed. I'm like, can y'all investigate Dorit and Kyle?
No,
that's what I was wondering.
I was gonna say that for sure. But again, I just think it's disappointing in a sense that like if this is all true, it's disappointing in a sense that again you should know better, especially like the climate. Like again, we get on this podcast talk about shame all the time, and shame in relevance to our culture, like just how big and how important it is. It's like, you know, and it's just very disappointing because if you were to get caught on some, like you're in the limelight, and then on top of that, you left your tenured position at Johns Hopkins to now be a housewife.
Well, she was accidentally. Her classes were taken away. She was at another university.
She was teaching still.
She was teaching.
But she left Johns Hopkins is what I'm trying to say.
She left Johns Hopkins.
She left Johns Hopkins is what I'm trying to say. And like you, like, I don't know. I feel like now her image was changing slightly when she became a housewife because it's like, okay, you know what? I'm in the limelight. And again, literally from the first season we saw Wendy, the second season we saw Wendy different. She had surgery. She got her body done. She now started doing the fashion, which is like great. Like you found your confidence. I'm not mad at that. It's just now that like, I do feel like it may have gone to your head a little bit because again, like we see all like, I don't know, we see the glitz and glam and we see, it's just like you got greedy. Like, wait, what's funny?
No.
Okay. Like, I just feel like she got greedy. Like, and it's just unfortunate because it's like,
I think it just, I'll be honest with you, because the thing is, Crystal, very informative. Thank you. Like, what I'm saying is, like, I agree with you, but I'm not gonna lie, this kind of goes to show you where the world is right now. Scamming, fraud, all that is more common than you think. And also, too, like, it's the whole notion of, like, keeping up with the Joneses and trying to be more than what you are, eating more than what you can actually take on your plate. And also, like, at the end of the day, like, everyone's like, oh, they're being targeted, but like, I'm not like, y'all, like, the things that came out, like, it's evidence that they were doing what they're doing, and allegedly, and like, I don't even know if anyway, but I don't want it to be a thing where, because now I'm seeing a discourse like, oh, Nigerians and this and that. No, it's an American thing. Americans built off scamming people.
No,
sorry, if we want to keep it a buck here, like it's not just black people doing it.
They're
white
scamming
people
right
do
now
it.
in the White House.
Spanish people do it. Asian people do it. Everybody scams in America. A lot of y'all are participating in scams right now. So to me, it's just like, is Wendy different from the next person, or is it because she's on Housewives? Now it's like this has been a thing. Like,
And I think
you know what I mean? So
it's like her being on Housewives. Like we said, it's happened to other housewives have claimed insurance fraud and alleged break-ins. I got on this podcast and said I didn't really believe what Dorit was putting down.
I didn't either.
The last couple of
Still
seasons.
don't.
So it's just like the fact that they didn't get caught and everybody's like, I think a little portion of it, they are trying to make an example out of her because now her Bravo, I think she got pulled off of Wife Swap. Her episode of Wife Swap got pulled, and it's like,
wait,
they
okay,
did.
that's so dumb.
They're
Why?
like Bravo's over here doing too much too
didn't
soon.
Teresa
But y'all
get a
let us do
spinoff?
Jen Shaw and do
Thank
all
you.
kinds
Y'all
of
let
Didn't
shit.
Teresa
Aaron
get a
have a moment.
spinoff?
Jen Shaw did not have a whole documentary.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is like, what are we actually doing here?
Y'all gave Erica James
That-
a whole fucking show.
show
Yeah.
about her singing. Why?
We didn't need to
When she
we
was
didn't need that.
scamming
Yeah,
millions.
Her
But
husband was.
that's a allegedly.
One and the
she was a
same.
part of it
I'm
too.
just
Mind
saying.
you, and no
but-
shade to Karen. Karen had a whole little
Yeah.
Yeah.
episode.
And yeah.
Send
yeah.
So the thing is like I feel
An
like
introduction.
one, we should be talking like innocent until proven guilty. Who's to say that they actually even did it? And that's
No, my fingers are crossed.
And that's the
really.
thing.
I hope she didn't do it.
I hope she didn't.
I
the
didn't.
thing is
Like
like
they look so unbothered.
it just seems so unrealistic to be honest with you. I don't know how much they get paid on Real Housewives, but
400,000.
But that's why I said, like, I just don't see like 500,000 being like something that you're like willing to get disbarred for. You're willing
Right.
to like lose your major career over. You like, you know, all these different types of things. I just don't see that. So, but then again, I don't know. Like, I have a lot of hopes for Wendy. We'll go ahead.
So I have a question. Like with the 500,000, was that like they've already like quoted that number, or is there more to
No, they
that
quoted
number?
I think,
They
I think it
quoted
was
that.
actually like
Okay.
430.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually quoted that.
That's
Okay.
how much
Okay.
she got back apparently. And apparently she
Okay.
also filed, just the only thing I'm like, this is easily proven, but she filed the same claim through different insurances. Maybe she
Yeah.
like collected.
That was what
And
started
like,
the
and to me,
question.
like y'all, like not, and I'm not saying like this is what the CFOs are doing, but I'm just saying like we've seen businesses do insurance fraud and rebuild their bit. Like, yeah,
one of these companies got broken into this week, and I was like,
Yeah.
nobody's breaking into.
Like, you know, like, come on. Like, to me, I hate to, it's like the easiest, like, it's the easiest hustle in the book. So you really think about
Easiest
it. But you don't be too sloppy about it. Like,
Don't
there's
be
ways you
sloppy.
approach it to where if they come trying to investigate, everything is sealed shut.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is crazy.
So-
It's like, so like going back to the narrative that's being like spun, really the biggest one I've been seeing is like Funky Dineva. And I don't know their pronouns, but they went on to say that they were like, Nigerians can't help but scam. And it's like, what is it that's in y'all's water that y'all just have to scam people? And what curses are y'all over there doing? And, you know, now your mama can't even go back to the village without having eggs thrown at her
Don't
and
know
her
where he got the
being
information
shamed
from.
and
Weird.
this, that, and the other. And it's just like, went into this like whole
the
thing of
discourse I was speaking
the
to.
whole thing of like, just Nigerians, y'all just can't help but scam. And like, that actually was the title of the video.
Yeah, it was.
Was
That's
Nigerians
how he
can't
opened
help
it,
but
too.
scam.
You know what's crazy? Now that I understand rage debate, it's like it's really hard for me to fall for it.
Yeah.
It's like you wanted to click. You knew. If you said that, you're gonna get a lot of views, a lot of discourse, and now you're getting your name dropped here because you talk shit about Nigerians. I do not.
Thank you.
When it comes to how do you say it? Diaspora wars, I don't engage. If that's how you feel.
But that's,
But it's also an easy cop out. That I mean, so it worked on some people because even me, I'm like, why was that your opening statement?
Literally.
like, and you
Because
couldn't.
rage
You
baiting.
wanted to say that so
Right.
So bad, you had to start with
like,
it.
So
but
bad.
to me, it's just like I said before, it's not a Nigerian thing.
not.
It's an American thing. A lot of people.
Shit, if you go to
a lot-
Miami,
the
there's no
United
Nigerians
States
in
is
Miami.
scamming us right now.
Yo, it's a
you know what I'm
world
saying?
thing.
Like,
Look at
it's a worldly
635.
issue.
Nothing is wrong with 635. They are laundering that fucking money. There's no reason why that highway has been in construction since I was even
30
thought
years.
of.
since
Like,
birth.
30 years.
Rooms to go.
Even down 35 on the
Like-
way to Denton. What is going on?
y'all ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, like y'all are just there fake drilling. Please stop.
Even
Like,
what rooms? A mattress firm.
thank you.
Arby's.
We know what's going on here.
I'm telling you, when y'all go through, what y'all need to do is go to your city council, vote on something, see how much money they're allotting to these developments in your neighborhood. $25 million for shut up. And then you go there and it's one person working from 6 to 8, 2 days a week.
Girl.
Bye.
So that's why I'm like, it's not that's like I can't stand that. Like, oh, Nigerians, like, okay, some Nigerians have been caught up in, okay, but it's not a Nigerian thing. And like, to me, it's just like, it was done in poor taste. And it's so crazy. Like, I I listen to Funky Dineva's content, but I'm not gonna lie, after that, I just had to like cut it off. I'm like, you know what? You're ignorant, bro. Like, this is a stain on your brand, because what the hell? If people started talking about your community, would you respect that? So don't do that to another community. Like, let's all be inclusive here. This is weird. Like, I don't respect that. I don't respect it at all. And I think Funky Dineva owes the Nigerian community an apology, because what do you mean throwing eggs, bro? Are you serious? Do your research. What are you talking about her village? Do you know what village she came from?
He was
tried to have an
alluding
accent.
to. I don't know about
He said
that.
what?
He tried to have an accent.
Oh,
He
And
did.
if it was a Jamaican accent, shut the front door.
No, he tried to have an accent.
She said he tried to have an accent.
He tried to have like an
I didn't
African
catch
accent.
that.
What I'm saying is always
But I think the issue for me also was that he was okay. So you know how on I think last season they were kind of going back and forth with Wendy and like
them forcing that.
forcing
Blame
like
them.
that she's cursed and so on and so
They
forth.
forced that.
And
Brought
just
that up.
speaking about like
when he said you're from that cursed ass tribe.
yes, and it's just speaking about things that you culturally know nothing about,
Nothing
because
about.
that it runs very deep in the community, and it's something that's very serious and shouldn't be taken lightly. And so mentioning stuff like that, so just casually is very like like if you don't know nothing about it, just shut up.
But then
Like,
also
just be
that's
quiet.
why
It was
during
in
that
poor taste.
season, a lot of people had backlash on it. Like, why are y'all introducing things that
People don't.
the world's
that
not
are
going to know
sacred.
nothing
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Now they're going to
yeah.
run with their own narratives on
Yeah,
it. Like, come
for
on,
sure.
protect your heritage. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's not content. Like,
Yeah.
What I do want to say, I do like I mentioned that we have to continue to look at her as innocent until proven guilty, because I don't know if y'all are familiar with Kyron Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
He was he was
my
a 24-year-old
gosh.
football,
May he
like
rest
literally
in peace.
set to like
Yes.
probably be drafted, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And he was recently involved in a car accident, and they were trying to like accuse him of being the cause of it, and he lost like a lot of opportunities or whatever. And the cops were even lying, all the other stuff, and he ended up committing suicide shortly after. And literally, like not too long after the suicide, his lawyer continued to fight for him, continued to get justice. And it was recently released. Some footage of
video.
it was that he was actually not at the scene of the crime yet
Can
when
you
the whole thing happened.
imagine?
Like he was like, I think like
Like a light away. Yeah.
So it really goes to show how
I
like
say 40 yards away.
a lot of this public discourse sometimes it can have an effect. So it's like we do have to remember that these people
Are
could be
people.
innocent, and they are people, and it's just so sad because it's like when you see a whole city like that conspiring against a young boy, and then it's just like once you see the footage, it's like y'all been had this footage.
Yep.
And y'all.
So what was the point of even waiting for it to come out now?
Thank
The
you.
charges have been dropped. The cop was apparently he was like goading the witness to say certain things that she wasn't even comfortable saying, because she was like, I mean, this is what I saw, and it was like a lot of
that's
things
actually
happening.
very crazy.
But it's like the way that the news was reporting it was he was very much guilty. So it was like we never know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yep. That's what I said. It's like
and also they do it a lot when it comes to black people, especially black men. So may he rest in peace, because that story
Yeah,
was
no,
very
that was
sad. Like, I
very
couldn't believe it. I'm like,
extremely sad.
wow, like he was exonerated. Like, he should still be here. Like, he should still be here.
Had a
Like,
promising
live,
future.
you
still
owe his family
playing.
something. Something. You owe his family something, because that's crazy.
And what could even be enough, bro?
Like,
Did y'all have the opportunity to watch? It's I don't know if this is like a normal thing, but it's like Candy and Tammy Roman.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a
Well, I watched the
podcast
clip.
or?
I don't know what that
it's
is.
Candy's podcast. It's
Okay,
like
that's what I thought.
Because
Because
with her and her daughter.
yeah, so like
Okay.
yeah, so Riley and Candy like kind of have this not kind of, they do have a podcast, and so they had Tammy and her daughter on the podcast, and so there was like this clip that was going around, and basically the daughter had brought up how she was having a graduation soon, and she I don't know if she said she's bisexual or if she's actually like a lesbian, but she has a girlfriend, and she said that her Tammy, her mom would not allow the girlfriend to come to the graduation, and she's not allowed, like she was like, well, okay, what about Thanksgiving's coming around? By that time we'll be together for almost a year. Tammy was like, she's not invited to Thanksgiving either. And so Candy's like looking like, girl, what? Like what's the reason why like your daughter's significant other could not come to like these like major milestones in her life? And Tammy's basically like, well, I have to worry about my mental health and like how I'm feeling in that moment. And until you figure out if y'all are even serious or not, I don't feel like I need to be involved in y'all's relationship.
There's more to that story. Evidently, her daughter and her partner, abusive relationship. Like, it's like they've been allegedly, like they have an abusive relationship. And so that's like the standpoint she's coming from. And I I agree with Tammy not being outright with it because honestly, it's my family's business. I'm not gonna put their business out there. If they're here, they could talk. If her daughter was there, she could talk about it. But if that's her mindset, like watching your daughter go through something like that, I don't know, like. Do I want that person at our family function if they're this is what's going on?
But then it was also like the reason why was also, and maybe it was just the way that they were setting the questions up, but I guess they were talking
how they clip things.
They were talking about another one of Tammy's daughters, and they were like, "Well, is her boyfriend allowed to come around?" And she was like, "Yeah, he is."
But we don't. I see.
And so it definitely played into like the whole like, okay, well maybe you're not allowing your daughter to have her girlfriend there because it is like they're lesbians or homosexual, bisexual. I don't know what she was.
But it's interesting how Tammy framed it. So she said, until y'all are serious. So is it not a serious relationship? Why did she say that?
So I guess they haven't been together that long.
So by the time the graduation had come, it would have been almost a year.
She said by Thanksgiving. It would be.
I thought she said by graduation. But
yeah, I think she was saying by Thanksgiving, like it will be like a year at that point. So like,
but 9 to 12 months is the same thing.
Yeah. So she's saying that it's basically like a new relationship, and then they had brought up the point, which is actually funny because I know you had talked about like introducing people to their significant others like early on, and so Tammy basically said like, I don't need that. Like, I don't need to meet them early on. Send me a picture.
You know what's crazy?
And then Riley, she said, send me a picture. And then Riley, Candy's daughter, was like, well, if your daughter was to introduce you to this person, you will be able to know early on if you even like this person. If you don't like this person, you'd be able to be a good judgment of call. And Tammy said, I can do that through a picture. She was like, you don't have to introduce me to somebody for me to know if this is a good person or not.
You know what? The only reason I kind of agree, because I don't know her daughter's dating history, but I have told someone that before because there was somebody who I feel like they were introducing me to someone new like every 6 months. And at one point I said, the next person introducing me to, let it be a serious person because I'm creating all these random relationships with women who you're not with for very long. So it's like, what is the point? Even if I do like them, it's like, what? Oh, y'all broke up for this. Okay. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like the next person I meet, let it be a serious person. I don't need to meet everybody you talk to along the way until you meet the right person. And if you can't tell me I feel like this person's the one, I don't need to meet them.
But I don't think that's not even the issue because I agree. But it's the fact that your daughter is experiencing a major milestone. She's graduating. Right. It's an accomplishment. And the fact that like, if it's Thanksgiving, sure, because you guys are in a home setting, but like graduation, and it's not even it's not Tammy's graduation, it's your daughter, her girlfriend's graduation. Right. So imagine as a significant other, your mom is like, yeah, she can't come. I'm sorry, this is my event. Wait, I get to make that call.
That's why I was confused about that. I was going to ask because
I get to make that call. If I'm inviting my significant other into your home, I understand like saying I don't want them in my home, but this is my graduation. They like I think I can make that call. Like, yeah, like why did you even?
Well, I think she said that like I think she was also saying like, yeah, she can. If she shows up, she just won't be in any family photos.
I mean, that's fair.
Because you're not
family. So I get that.
Like, don't expect. I mean, that makes sense. Like,
I'm not hanging up.
But
basically, she said like she's not going to extend the invite. She's not going to be like, oh yes, come with our family for the graduation X, Y, and Z. Like that.
Why is her mom inviting?
Does she have to do that? You do that.
That's why I was confused. Okay, so
I think they're putting too much like the ball too much in Tammy's court. Where that's
why Tammy's saying I'm worried about my mental health. I don't have Tommy planning shit for you and your girlfriend.
Also, Tammy is grown. Like y'all are. What is?
Wait, I don't know where we're going here.
No, it's not that. It's like we have to remember, like Tammy is grown. Like we keep thinking, like we're not, they're not mates. I don't have to sit here and be part of this. Like at the end of the day, like why are you considering me in this? I don't need to worry about that.
At the same time,
why?
I mean, would y'all? Okay, I understand y'all are saying like it's her decision who she can invite to the graduation.
But the daughter's decision, yes.
But if your parents came to you and said, hey, I don't want this person at your graduation, would you still be inviting them?
I already invited them.
Yeah. Literally.
Like, as a grown adult,
absolutely.
My mom, you're going to have to get over that. Like, respectfully. If I was young, below the age, and still living in your home, I would consider your opinion. But as a grown 30-year-old adult,
I'm sorry. She's graduating. Isn't it like college? I thought she was in
she's
college.
Grown. She's almost 30. She's 29.
Where's she graduating from?
I don't know. That's her
I thought it was like a 20. I thought she was Riley's age.
No, she's 29.
Oh, I thought
and even if it wasn't
I thought she was Riley's age, like 21, 22.
Either way, milestone's a milestone.
Yeah, either way. But there's a tweet that I kind of want to, that kind of plays into what I'm talking about, and I want to know what you guys think about it. So it said, in response to the what we're talking about, it said people should start decentring parents' opinions from decision making. At 30 years old, I'm not asking or considering my parents' input at who's coming to my graduation. That's not rebellion. That's autonomy. What are your thoughts?
No, I 100% agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like what? Like
I agree as well.
I mean, decentering is kind of much.
No, I said in this situation.
Yeah,
It's
like,
like I say, in this
But in
situation,
moments like this, why is Tammy's decision
in this situation?
censored?
But they're talking about
Yeah.
we should decenter our parents
in
from like
just-
decision making in
I think
general.
a lot of people, I kind of have to agree there in a sense because
Yeah.
there are people I know that are in their 30s and like you're still like your parents are weighing in on your decisions. Like you're a grown adult. At the end of the day, you need to live your life for yourself. Your parents, they did well. They gave you the tools and resources you need to go be successful in the world. They at some point you got to do it on your own. Like your parents can't always have a word in what you're doing. At the end of the day, I can come to you for advice, but I don't have to take it. And there are some people, they won't do something. Oh, I don't think you should do it, so I'm not going to do it. What?
Yeah.
And I
What
agree
is
with y'all,
this?
but I guess I'm not understanding the difference between going to your friends for advice, going to like a therapist for advice, and going to your parents for advice. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like you said, just because you go to your parents and you get their opinion doesn't mean you have to take it. But to
Right.
now like negate your parents.
I think we're speaking towards people that their parents' opinion is heavily
Way
involved
heavier.
in their decision.
So decenter doesn't mean like destroy it. It just means like
it's just like
Don't make that the center
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
life. Like you can
yeah.
still make decisions outside of what your parents
right.
think.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if your parents don't agree with, like, for example, your career choice. It's your life to live. It's okay. Like, but I feel like, especially, I'm not gonna be Nigerian. The way our parents make us feel sometimes for like going left instead of right. That is your life. At the end of the day, like you have full control of what you want to do. Like it's not up to your parents to decide that for you. And I want us to break the shackles from that. Cause like I see way too many people following what their parents say and they just look so lost.
And I agree.
And it's like, what is this?
But it's so crazy. I
Parents
also see
can't live for you
people
forever.
that don't follow their parents' opinion, and they're also lost. So I feel like there's just not like a good
balance.
there's
But
not
that's
like
their decision though.
it's their decision. But then
Right.
it's like, damn, you went through this much like turmoil. You went through this much trouble. Whenever you could have just taken your parents' decision and went right the first time. Like the thing is, I feel like at the end of the day, our parents, like if they're they've lived normal lives, whatever the case may be, then they have really good experience. And so there's certain things that they are going to be able to weigh in on a lot heavier, and they're going to have more knowledge on than what we will because they've been there, they've done that.
True.
So I feel like to now go about like, I'm not saying not to think for yourself. I'm not saying not to make your own decisions, but I do think that it's crazy that people are like, well, my parents don't know what they're talking about.
No, I don't
That's
think
not-
they're
but
saying
I
that.
don't think-
Hold on. I'm saying like at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do, but it's sometimes, for example, that's not everyone's situation. There are people that come from different backgrounds and different homes where their parents really didn't have that much experience, so you really don't know what you're talking
of
about.
course.
So I don't have to listen to you here. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm speaking towards. I feel like we're not saying not listen to your parents. I hope that's not what y'all are getting from this. What we're saying is that at the end of the day, sometimes your parents are just not well versed in what you're talking about, so their opinion doesn't matter.
And to be sorry, I was gonna say, to be fair, they can be well versed because again, for example, all of our parents have dated, but there's we also
Did
dated,
everybody's parents date?
I mean some of our parents have dated,
arrangement.
but what I'm trying to say is that it was a different era. So it's like even the advice that you're gonna give me, it may not apply to like the men of this era. Let's be real, it's a completely different scenario. So you may have all the experience, but it may not apply to this particular situation. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean?
Your advice may be a little
Yeah.
bit outdated.
And it's also case by case because
Very much so.
again, to hone it on, we're not saying do not listen to your parents because I'm a strong believer in you should listen to your parents. Your parents usually know best, you know. But I think it's more so for people whose parents are like heavily involved in their lives. That's when you have to operate like with your personal discernment. Because a lot of times, like your parents can tell you to do something, and the next week they've changed their mind about that. You know what I mean? Because it's not their life. They do not see the repercussions or consequences of how you have to navigate with the decisions that they're making for you. You know, would your parents at your age make that same decision? Like for instance, like there are some people who are like, they need their parents' permission to do everything.
Yeah.
Like they can't book a doctor's appointment. They need to call their parents if they're going to book a flight ticket. And it's just like, at some point you have to operate as an adult because you will eventually have to navigate this life without your parents. So you have to start learning to trust your own judgment. And that's really what it is.
That's
Even if you
what
make
it
a
is.
really bad mistake, that's fine. Now you have made that decision and you're able to live with it. And you're able to live with those consequences.
Imagine you took someone else's advice on something like they made a decision for you, and that's not even your decision
And
to
I was
keep
gonna ask
and
y'all
hold. So
that. I was gonna ask y'all because that's happened to me before, where I've even listened to like my sisters, and it's just like, why did I do that?
Right.
Like, it's like and it wasn't like it led me down this dark path, but it was just like, damn, like if I had just listened to myself and my intuition, I probably wouldn't be in this predicament. Like, and again, like my sisters, for me, my sisters are people who do have experiences, so I do value their opinions and what they say. But it's just like, again, we just live two different lives.
Two different lives,
We
yeah.
just live
I
different
understand that.
lives. So
I think it's all just trial and error at the end of the day. Like, no, everyone's human, including your parents. You're human, so like, you can get advice from them. They can make a mistake. You can get advice from the next person. They might make a mistake, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one that lives with it. And that's how I say, like, so if it's not a decision that you're comfortable with, you have to live with it, not your parents. So that's gonna be up to you.
Yeah. But has there ever been something that your parent? Okay, either way, like maybe your parent told you to do something, and you listen, and you're like, I don't know why, and then later on you're like, I'm so glad, or something that your parents told you to do and you didn't listen to it, and to this day you're like, why didn't I listen?
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And that's why I say, like, even more, it's like, I feel like sometimes we don't even realize how right our parents are until like 10, 15 years down the line. And you're like, damn, like, like, it's like that whole, I should have been investing since I was two.
Too busy watching Sesame Street. I should have been buying real estate.
Literally. So it's like small stuff like that. But then again, like I said, like, parents also make mistakes, so they can also make a mistake for you.
The only thing that I will say that my parents used to tell me that I didn't listen to, and I'm like, fuck yeah, so glad I didn't, is my parents, they're really strong believers in, you can always do it later. You can travel the world later. You can do this later.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to lie. Nothing beats traveling in your 20s. I'm sorry. The energy I had to do shit
was crazy.
I don't even have it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm so glad I got that experience early. Almost actually sometimes it's even kind of deterred me from making dangerous situations. A lot of guys now, all that fly you out mentality, it doesn't hit as hard. I flew myself out too many times when I was younger. So like, your flight ticket will never impress me. I've already been out the country, so I'm not impressed. But I feel like there are a lot of people now, it's like, they're easily able to do these things like this because these men are offering you your first experiences.
Yeah.
That's what our parents don't realize. Like, you have to allow us to make those personal experiences for ourselves.
I agree with you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, because it's like, even when it comes to my little sister, sometimes like some of my family members are like, oh, you're going too far, you're doing this. And I'm like, let her go.
Yeah.
She's smart. She'll be fine. Like, you have to be well traveled. Like, that's so important.
No, it
like,
is.
to be able to live in this life and live appropriately, like you said, and like have like street sense and all these different types of things, you have to be able to travel. You have to experience different cultures, experience different settings, and that's how you gain that knowledge.
Right.
Like, it's not by sitting at your house and not leaving Texas. So
I'm not even gonna lie, even me, like, I remember my parents wanted me to stay in Dallas and go to school, and like, I remember I won't forget, I watched all my friends leave and go to their respective schools, and I remember I was so depressed. Like, for like 2 whole months, I'm like literally listening, like talking to Jory and Nikki, hearing their experience. I'm just like, wow, like, I'm literally sitting in Dallas doing what exactly? Like, what is stopping me? Because my parents are like, oh, you shouldn't do this, this, and that. Like, not saying they're putting fear, but like low key. So I remember I applied to UTSA, and I literally was like, hey, y'all, I got accepted, and I'm moving in January. And they didn't fight me. They're like, okay. Made my decision, and ever since I don't regret the decision, because to me, I feel like I showed my parents that, dang, she's an adult. Like, she made an adult decision. I went out to San Antonio, got a degree, came back, no issue. Like, just let your children live. Let people live. Like, at the end of the day, life's gonna happen, and at the end of the day, God has the final say. So, yeah, let people do what they want to do.
yeah. So we can wrap it up, but I have 2 quick things. Okay. First quick thing. So with this whole government shutdown, which is still ongoing, which is very, very crazy. So there's a lot of essential workers that are not being paid, but they're saying that they have to show up to work because they're considered like essential workers. So like TSA, I forgot some of the other people that they had like mentioned it, but I know TSA was one of the big ones. So like, let's say that y'all were in a government like essential position, and you have no idea of when you're going to get paid. They did say that I think they guaranteed them back pay, but
I thought I read they might not get back.
Some of them might not. I think there's some positions. Yeah, there's some positions.
Well, Trump threatened it, but apparently he doesn't remember that the last time he was in office, he actually signed a bill ensuring that in situations like this, that you do get it. Yeah, because he came out and tried to threaten like they weren't going to get paid. And it was like, no, you actually signed a bill saying that they would. So
that's crazy. So would y'all go to work? Like, what would y'all do? Like, would y'all just try to find another job?
I'd lose my job. Like, I'm gonna go to work.
I'm going to work.
And I'm calling every bill I have and saying, this is what's happening.
Literally.
You're gonna understand.
No, literally.
So you are going to work?
Absolutely,
Yes.
because when it passes over, I still need to go to work. I think a lot of people, we live in a, like, don't get me wrong, like, it's sad seeing it because I'm not gonna lie, like, bills are due every day, but long game here. It's like, at the end of the day, we live in a society where everybody's like, leave your job, do this. You still gotta support yourself and your family, especially people with kids. Like, you can't think like that.
But are there repercussions for not showing up? Like,
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that if you quit this job, you can go and get another job in the same field? Like, you won't be blackballed. How do you know these things? You know, I wouldn't say risk. Right now, I don't think it's a time to be risking things. I would keep going to work.
I show up with an attitude.
Yeah, very much. Deep down, I'd be angry, but I had to put my best foot forward and be like, you know what? This too shall pass. I gotta go to work.
I show up, but I'll be in a break room.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'll probably dial it back a little bit. It's like, I'm still going to work because at the end of the day, like, you still gotta show up.
y'all not gonna get y'all's money worth
At all. Until I start getting my check,
You're
you won't get not much from me until I get my check. But I'm still gonna be here.
That's gonna be my
You know what
scam.
I'm saying? So
Yeah, you see that TikTok was like, I hate when a job be getting their money's worth out of
Listen,
me. Like,
girl.
I like winning. I like finessing the clock. Why are they getting their money's worth out of me? Like,
and y'all, let's be careful about exposing you finessing the clock on social media.
Thank
They are
you.
cracking down on that shit. Please stop doing it. Like, it's not content. Also, before we go, since it's Halloween, what is like y'all's favorite like horror thriller slasher movie series or movie that like you can watch over and over again and never gets like tiring or boring?
You said thriller, right? So
I said
Does it have
horror,
to be
thriller, or
thriller?
slasher.
I say Get Out.
Okay, why?
I could watch that
Really?
over and
Really?
over.
I actually
it's
like
so
Get Out.
I'm not gonna lie,
creepy.
it's
I
kinda
couldn't
like-
watch it again.
Somebody
I
watch it
couldn't-
just like, I know
It's
too
so
many people
creepy. And
stuck in the
us is
second
worse.
place.
You know what's crazy? I've watched that once, and once was enough for me.
Really?
Once was
Us,
enough
no,
for me,
us,
too.
Yeah.
us was good.
It's enough for me.
It's a
Like,
lot.
Yeah, that was enough.
It was too creepy. Like, Get Out, I can see, but us,
No, that
hell
was
no.
actually crazy because
Yeah.
I love a good thriller. I love a good plot twist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't really. Wait, I mean, I guess if we're thriller suspense ish, I like
Yes.
Gone Girl. That's my favorite.
You
the
know
book
what's crazy?
is good.
That
the
is
book
my
was great.
favorite.
I never finished that movie.
The book was
Oh,
great.
really?
Y'all,
Gone Girl's such good.
When I saw Tyler Perry, I literally said, like, that's when I left.
Yeah.
Because why did y'all?
why
no,
He
that-
came in towards the
Tyler Perry
end.
can
That's
act.
why I
I
didn't
think we
finish.
forget he can act. Like
That-
he
And I
can act.
honestly forgot he was there. He doesn't play a
Yeah,
big
he
role
doesn't
at
play a
all.
big
No,
role.
as
He
soon
was
as he
just
walked to
there.
the office and I saw him, I said,
Supporting
I'm this.
Oh, you thought it was a
movie
Tyler
has
Perry
jumped the fucking
production?
Shark. No, because I'm like, why am I looking at Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
No, but Gone Girl, that's like when I say art, like who wrote that? Who wrote and produced that movie? Like they did a great job.
I remember when I was reading the book, I'm like, the plot twist was crazy.
The plot twist
I was
was
like,
crazy.
Ooh, you know what's crazy?
Finish it, Michelle, please.
It's so
I'm
funny
watching
because you said thriller. I enjoy reading thriller books. Like my favorite author right now is Frida McFadden. I love her. Her books are amazing. Easy reads, quick read. Like it's just the plot twist for me. Like I love like a good like switch, and you're like, what the heck? Like
I love a good
I didn't
switch.
see this coming. but
Yes,
yeah.
that's how Gone Girl was.
For me, I'm gonna have to give it up to my horror king, Stephen King.
Oh, for
Okay,
the books,
which
yeah,
one?
for sure.
So
gonna say,
books and movies. So
I love Scream.
It, The Shining, Pet Cemetery. Like those are
I
like
think I've only watched one of those.
I didn't watch any of
like
those.
those are a
Is
lot.
Pet Cemetery actually scary?
You never watched It?
Pet Cemetery?
Yeah, I think it's actually scary.
I watched it and I was rolling. It wasn't
No,
scary.
I
I was
don't
like,
first- I'm
I
sorry,
was
y'all.
laughing my ass off. I'm like, what kind of?
If you
what's
watch it as an
scary?
adult, this is such an
I was
unserious
like, what
film.
is very unserious? Like,
very
what are y'all
unserious.
scared about? This clown, this one right here. Like, okay,
but it's a little scary.
Is it Freddie and Jason? Is that not unserious?
Oh, I
to you?
can't really watch. Nah, that dream stuff.
No, I didn't like when they started versing each other.
No.
Yeah, like why are
both
y'all
in the
fighting
same
in
film?
dreams and stuff? That's just a
Yeah,
lot.
like
Yeah.
I said Scream, but that's Wes Craven. I love Scream. The best Screams, first one through the third. These extra ones they started making, y'all.
Yeah,
why are y'all
why-
ruining the brand?
When's Courtney Cox left? She was the one to Scream, right?
No, Courtney Cox still there.
Yeah, she's
but
still there.
She's still in the.
But
new
Scream
one.
4 was a different girl.
The Scream 4, it was now like the plot was like now
It was like a side quest.
the guy who killed Whitney Prescott's mom in the beginning. I forgot his name, but like I was like, why does he have a daughter that you had with another woman and now she got killer instincts? What is this? Like, don't piss me off. But yeah, I can watch Scream 1 through 3 like over. And I love watching it during Halloween. Like it's just because like I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not a scary movie girl.
90s, early
I cannot
2000s.
be watching shit like that.
But I
It makes
liked
sense.
I like the Disney Halloween.
Me too. Halloween Town.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town.
Yeah, Halloween Town.
Don't look under the bed.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Even the Halloween specials, Pretty Little Lies. That
But it's like-
one Pretty Little Lies episode, so
Remember
Do they still do
Ravenswood?
do they still do like the thrill the
Like
series like where they run all the movies like day to day?
Oh, you know,
Someone said it 'cause
Disney's off
on
the,
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Well, even like because when I turn my TV on, it just has a series of scary movies you can pick and watch just because of the season. So that's why I even remembered Hocus Pocus because that was one of
Maybe I'm
them.
gonna watch it because there's a lot of movies that
No, I love
The Witches. Oh, I used to love
I
The
love
Witches.
The
Just a Waverly. No,
No,
just
it's
the
like
Witches.
Because I think I read the book before I watched the movie.
Which is good.
Yeah.
The book was
I
good.
don't know.
Oh, is that the one with Tia and Tamara?
No, you think about
that's
Twitches.
Twitches. Oh, sorry.
No, The Witch is the one where they turn him into a mouse.
Oh,
Yes.
I haven't seen.
And
it
he
in a
goes
long
in that
time.
thing and he sees like they're all witches.
Oh, Phantom at the
Opera,
Phantom at the complex or whatever
It's
it's
at the
called.
opera.
you know what's crazy?
Opera.
I watched
Is there
the
Oplex? Something like
no.
Oplex.
the Disney version when they had the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Y'all bring.
But I never watched
can
the
we
movie.
bring back Disney, old school Disney? Like Disney understood the assignment in holidays. Like
They did.
I never got into Hallmark Christmas
Nostalgia.
movies, but
Yeah.
that was always low budget.
Well, that
Want to be Lifetime.
concludes another episode with the girls. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you guys have any motos, if you need any advice, please do not forget to send us an email. I'll write it on. Just kidding. At pettyparty12814@gmail.com. Also send us any DMs if you have any questions. We always get those as well. And make sure you guys are following us on socials. It's Petty Party Pod on all platforms. And yeah, this is our Halloween episode. Checking out Hermione Granger. Bye, guys.
And I'm rolling on out of here. Tina Turner. Holla.
Bye, guys. It's your girl Shelly Bear.
Bye everyone. I'm flying out.
Peace.
Bye.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.